What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Good start to the week. Good show in order for you tonight. We're going to talk about, we're going to unbox a merchant fulfilled return I received. Unfortunately, my mannequin is naked because I hope what is in the return we are going to put on her. And we're going to talk about my shoe pallet. And we're going to talk about some thrift hauls I picked up, some items to look for, different parts of the store that I go to. Give it a minute and go in the chat as well. Let's talk about the week prior, the week forward. What do we have in store? And I want to hear how you guys are doing. I want to hear how your sales have been, how your sales were this weekend, how they were today. So let's do this in the chat. Scott, how you doing? Hey, John, nice show earlier. You guys had a show about Hot Wheels, right? I was catching in and out. I actually just completed another Amazon FBA shipment. So I had to split up one shipment because I had a ton of books and a VCR and some micro cassette recorders going out. So I had to play around with the multiple boxes, one box shipment. Just finished that probably about 9:30 Eastern. And getting ready for tonight. Had to bring my stuff down here, show you what I got. Diesel, how's it going? Mike, RM, Marie, what's up? Hey, Sarah, good to see you again. Pac-Man, oh.
I couldn't find Sarah. Good to see you again.
Siri thought I was talking to her. TJ Horth, Chicago's got to be freezing. Hey, Pac-Man. It was like 10 degrees in Columbus. John Daynard, what's going on? Hey, Sue Ann. Sarah, did you get my comment about the books? I did. I'm sorry. I just didn't get to it yet. I got to get to the comments on the last video. Sarah, I will respond. Hey, Ma, what's up? DJ West, 2 sales today, 1 thrift store haul. Nice. Biggest weekend yet on eBay. That's what we like to hear. Man, can't talk tonight. Shipped out 25 items today. Whoa. So you had about as many hauls as sales as I did. Sold some Jobber earbuds, Facebook Marketplace. That's awesome. That's cash deal right there. Rosalind Jones, Margot, how's it going? IO. 8 degrees in Oklahoma. Jason's freezing in Oklahoma. 8 degrees, that's crazy. Jason didn't adult today. I wish I didn't have to adult. Kids are driving me crazy. -10 in Chicago has to be cold, especially with the wind flying around. Testing a PVR DVR by watching an episode of Hogan's Heroes. So one of the VCRs I just picked up, if you don't follow me on Instagram, head over to Instagram. I have the same name. A lot of the stuff that I try and do, I try to take to the show at night, but a lot of stuff either I forget or it's not part of what I'm showing. Follow me on Instagram. I try to show what else I do, testing, as Mike said, testing certain things. I was testing a VCR, and it said, Debut, Megan's 15-year-old birthday party. And it was one of those, it could have went either way. I hit play, and it was one of those old vintage kind of chromatic backgrounds where there were 7 girls. They were all teenagers. They were all dancing to an 80s song. But it was pretty weird. I was glad it didn't go the other way. But for those of you that do buy VCRs, you find some strange things that are already in there. So anyways, it was testing. So I was testing some VCRs. Hey, D, what's going on? I missed your show this afternoon at noon. Sorry about that. I was outsourcing and then I had to get back to work. Serena, what's going on? Another thing, update. One of my liquidated items, I sold a dog coat, and someone I missed. There was like supposedly a little tear in it. She showed me, the person who got it showed me that she opened the package not with a knife. I'm pretty sure I missed it. So it's one of those returns. If you guys missed the fortune of reselling last night, talked about returns, I just got one. My return rate's probably about, I think it was 1.2%. So pretty low. But sometimes you miss things, and I missed that one. So they're going to send that back. Anyways, another reason to test would be sure to hate to send that DVD with a free illicit DVD. Imagine sending that into FBA and someone ordering that, that would not be a good review. I'm sure that's happened, right? All right, so here's a box I got, a returned item. This is one of the wholesale closeout items that I received. I ordered. I think I ordered 10 of them, and I threw them up on Amazon because I am ungated in Reebok. So I said, I'm just going to throw them up there, see what happens. I was checking my Seller Central. I check it every day, probably every hour. But I was checking it, and I saw $79.99. I said, what is that? Oh, I sold another VCR. Well, it was a jersey. Someone had bought one of my merchant fulfilled jerseys on Amazon, which is crazy to me. So what I try to do is sidebars. I try to cross-post some of my wholesale items when I can, my jerseys, my hats. I'll throw them out on Amazon. I know they're more longer tail. So I'll set them out there just because of the traffic. So this one finally caught, and I sold one. Now, they're returning it for size. They said it was too big. Well, either they probably didn't like it and wanted to return it, but jerseys tend to run larger in size. So an extra large is probably going to hang below your wrist. It's going to be a little bigger in the midsection. So I don't know if they didn't know or they just didn't like it, but they wanted to return. Source from Paradise, how's it going? Daylilies and more, good to see you. So what happens is for a merchant fulfilled return, and anyone in the chat, correct me, but I've only had a couple returns merchant fulfilled. You basically approve the return and they have to ship it back to you. And what they do is they pay for shipping. Unless, I would guess if they would fight eBay, eBay would give them a label. But here, I'm going to try and salvage this without showing too much. But the person who returned it had to pay $14.20, and they shipped it priority. Now, granted, I shipped it priority, but I shipped it out in a regional box. So, and it's a nice box. I don't know about you guys, but anytime I get a return and I get a nice box coming back, I'll take the nice box because most likely I'm going to use it again. Source from Paradise, yes, I'm doing FBA and a merchant fulfilled. So a lot of my stuff that I have cross-posted, and I'm very choosy when I cross-post, but I'll cross-post merchant fulfilled. Anything that goes FBA is 99.9% solely FBA. At least some of the wholesale items are selling. Yes, they're selling pretty quickly. Some of them are Pac-Man. So some are slower than others, like my camo fleeces are a little slow. But merchant fulfilled return, they have to pay shipping. It comes back. I'm going to refund this person $79.99. That's their purchase price. Granted, I'm going to eat the cost of the shipping that I sent to them, which I'm okay with. Cost of shipping these out. This was actually my last jersey anyway. So I'm going to eat the shipping charge out. It was probably $10 for Regional A. A lot of my jerseys fit in Regional A boxes. If you don't use Regional A boxes, make sure you get them. They're free on the USPS.com. What's FBA? FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. So, Sarah, that basically means I ship stuff into Amazon. Amazon will then fulfill those orders and ship them for me. Whereas merchant fulfilled, I fulfilled this order. I shipped it from my house. All right, so let me open this without slicing what's in it. Cut it to the side. So far, it looks promising. And always, always, always wait to issue the refund until you open the item, check it, make sure it's in the same condition as you sent it. Make sure I don't cut my fingers off. So they actually included the item in here. I'm trying to do it so I don't show their address, but here's the item. The tags appear on it, and this is the same bag that it goes out in, right here, and it still has tags on it. And they actually have the original invoice that I shipped out to them, which is through. So with every merchant fulfilled order, you want to print on a packing slip, which is this, included in the shipment when it goes out. It still has the tags on it. So this, and it still has the inner plastic on it. So granted, they probably tried it on and it was too big. Linda, happy Monday to you as well. All right, so here's the jersey. This one does not have a name on the back. It's the old Reebok. I say old. Before they went to Adidas. And what's nice about this one is I will reactivate my Amazon listing and I will reactivate my eBay listing with one item. And that shouldn't last long. And it's awesome because it still has tags. So I took 3 big returns recently on Amazon. I'm currently climbing out of the gutter on Amazon because I just sold Sony 5-disc changer for $90 FBA. I sold a couple books. So I'm getting back out of it. But yeah, Sharks jersey. Look at that, brand new. So there is an honest buyer right there. I'm going to go back, refund them their money. TJ Hoare, thanks, man. Yeah, I had 10 of them. I have Buffalo Sabres 3rd jerseys I'm trying to get rid of. So Source Paradise, where'd you start? I started Merchant Fulfilled, but it wasn't too long until I went to FBA. Merchant Fulfilled is nice because you get to learn how to add listings. You get to learn how to change quantities. You get to learn how to edit descriptions. And you get to play around with things. And it's controllable to versus FBA. You have to add the right items. You have to do the right conditions. Obviously, conditions with Merchant Fulfilled, but once it goes out, it's in their hands, and they're gonna assign it to whatever listing you put it to. If you have the wrong condition, the wrong listing, and someone buys it, and there's an issue with it, it's harder for you to correct through FBA. Can we ship priority without using the priority boxes? Yes, you can. You can ship priority using any plain box. You cannot ship first class with a priority box. You can't go the other way. You can always go up. You can't go down. I say down. You can't use lower shipping method with a higher class box. But yes, priority boxes have to be shipped priority. And you cannot wrap it. Do not wrap it with paper. Someone actually shipped me an item I bought off eBay. I'm flipping it to Amazon, but they sent it to me. They wrapped it in a FedEx bubble mailer. They stuffed that FedEx, I think it was like a priority FedEx bubble mailer, in a priority USPS box. Then they wrapped that USPS priority box, wrapped it with an inside-out FedEx poly bag, and they shipped it first class. So that was probably what? Trifecta of wrong doing on shipping. But yeah, that was a big one. But yeah, so Daylilies, you can ship priority in any box that is labeled priority and above. A flat rate has to be shipped at the flat rate price. D, yeah, you sold a phone, right? A phone you made a mistake on. I hate that when you sell stuff and you realize something you sold and you screwed up. But TJ Horth, yes, I picked him up wholesale. So I picked him up wholesale, one of the vendors I met at Vegas. All right. So that was the unboxing and return, kind of how I handle returns, got started on Amazon. Shoe pallet. My shoe pallet is in Columbus. So what happens is I set up my own shipping through liquidation.com. I created my own bill of lading through the website. I submitted that bill of lading to liquidation.com. I then scheduled the pickup with my carrier, and they went direct to the warehouse in Vegas. They picked up. It ended up locally in Columbus. That local terminal was supposed to call me and schedule delivery. Well, I went one step ahead. Once I knew it was in Columbus, I called up the LTL terminal. They were able to schedule deliver for me. I went through Old Dominion. It's an LTL company that ships freight across the country. And they gave me a 4-hour window. Good, not good on the 4-hour window. It is good that they were able to schedule my 4-hour window from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I'm probably going to be the last stop on the route. They're going to, and if you're doing LTL, a couple things to think about. If you're delivering it to your house, you're going to have a residential charge, which is going to be additional to the freight cost. So the freight is just them handling it, shipping it, right? Then you're going to have a lift gate. If you do not have a warehouse dock where the truck can back up to the trailer, can back up to your warehouse dock and roll it off. If they have to use a lift gate, like coming to my driveway, they're charging me extra to have a lift gate where it's like an elevator that comes off the back of the truck, and he's going to roll it into my garage. So that's an extra charge. So you have the freight charge, you have the residential charge, and you have the lift gate charge. So those are some things if you want to do LTL and you're getting pallets, just be aware that your freight charge is going to be a little more expensive. Yeah, forklift, they could do that as well. If you lined it up with the company that, hey, I'm at a warehouse, I have a forklift, you can deliver it to me, I'll fork it off your truck. It's probably all liability at that point if they'd let you do that. But some things to think about, right? Warehouse stock highs versus deliveries. To Crazy Card, what's going on? Thanks for coming. Anita Finita, thanks. How you doing? TJ, yes, I think you can do local pickup at their terminals. You probably could schedule local pickup and say, hey, can I come to your dock and can I break it down and put it in my truck or my car? I'm sure they'd allow you to do that. It's just probably depends by company. You throw the hunt. You're lucky you have a warehouse with a lift gate. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good probably $50 to $100 extras on fees depending on the company. That can save you a lot of fees, especially with multiple pallets and larger loads. Fastenal is cheap for LTL, but they only do store to store. Okay. Farming picker. Shipping. Oh, you're saying shipping large eBay items. Oh, okay. So that's another thing. Fastenal, I didn't know they did shipping as well. Diesel has access to 5 forklifts. Another thing you can do is if you're getting LTL deliveries and you do want to arrange your own shipments, you could possibly work something out with a local warehouse, local distributor, have them do a dock high delivery to that place, and you could go pick it up if you can't pick it up at the terminal. But there's different ways you can work shipping at that point. DJ West, yes, my shipping was less expensive than the shipping through liquidation, just because I was able to use a local connection I have that has great rates. But I don't know. I might have already exhausted my options on using that, but yes, it was cheaper. Overall, my shipping would probably be about $600. Now, if I had to stick to that option and I had to pay $600, what I would do is I would buy more pallets, consolidate my auctions into one truckload. So that's what I would do. Same with package auctions. If you're buying stuff and shipping's really high and you really like that item, win a couple more auctions and try to consolidate your shipping. But that's all with learning shipping and make sure you're getting the right deal, because they will consolidate. Liquidation.com will consolidate your shipping. Your auctions, and they, as long as it's come from the same warehouse, it will consolidate and they will ship them all at once. So just be aware that if you win an auction from Indiana and Vegas, they can't combine those. Chibs. Yeah, Chibs. I'm drinking Buble, right? There you go. Bubbly, Buble, the orange stuff. Sarah, what did I miss, Sarah? I looked at KDC thing on eBay, but too high for me right now. Amazon has done. So Sarah, if you're talking about Bluetooth scanners, KDC is great. It's the one I got. I think it was one. You can find them between 140 and 180. That's how I've been getting my books recently. So I think I'm going to try and do a video of just how I price books through Scout IQ and using the KDC. They have other ones. There's an E-Yo-Yo. It's all one word, E-Y-O-Y-O. That's cheaper, a little bigger, same functionality. I don't know about the speed though. That's just what I hear. There's with that one. There's a couple other options you can look at. Farming Picture shipping engine across the country. Whoa, $90. That's awesome. Dan, yes, Liquidation Pros. Thanks for coming. Yeah, Dan, my pallet's coming tomorrow. So the shoes, they are all customer returns, 2 different auctions. So I paid just the auction price, and what they took is they're the half pallets. They took both pallets and they basically stacked them on top of each other, and they wrapped them. That's what I instructed them to do. We'll see if that happened. I'm going to try and get video of the stuff coming off the truck, but it should be tomorrow, 5 p.m. Onwards. I'll let you know. Probably be a day till I edit the video. Chris, how much was the shipping? So drummer, I think I'm about $200 on the pallet. That's all in. I don't know the final value on that. I have to wait for the bill of lading to close out with my company. Source in Paradise, EYOYO, EYOYO or whatever. I say EY. EYOYO, that's a pretty cheap one. I think that's reasonable. Yeah, Money for Mars uses that one. There you go. They use one. Flip D has one. Dan, we could do that. We can do a dual unboxing. So, guys, if you aren't followed the Liquidation Pros, the last comment right now, Dan, we do a weekly Thursday night show. If Dan doesn't object or wants to, we'll do it on his channel this week. So make sure you head over to his channel, hit the bell, subscribe to his channel. We'll be doing liquidation discussions every Thursday. But yeah, Dan, I'll let you know if it comes in tomorrow. We can do a dual unboxing. That'd be awesome. All right. So we touched on Merchant Fulfilled, the LTL pallet. Oh, Dan, you're getting yours early. I'm getting mine at 5 after 5 p.m. So it's up to you if you want to wait. Or you can open it and then restack it. It's up to you. Thrill the Hunt has one, but it's hiding from me at the moment. It's probably under big pile of something. Big pile of death pile, right? All right. So let's talk about some of the thrift items. These are probably 2 runs. I'll brush through a couple. So this thrifted stuff I got from Goodwill, why I picked it up, what to look for. And I'll do a couple items. I won't do everything. And then we'll call it quits for the night. We'll start with the big stuff. Ouch. Rolled over my foot. All right, so bags. Bags are a good thing to look for. Now, if you can get bags closeout, would be even awesome. Would be even better, just because you can get multiple units of the same quantity. Or multiple, you know what I mean. So here's a bag. This one's kind of beat up. Now, you can tell a bag of high quality by the zippers. The zippers, if they have big, thick zippers and the fabric and quality is really rugged, take a look at it. This one I could not find forever, and it's kind of beat up, but it's an awesome bag. It has that military style with a bunch of straps. Always check if there's plastic clasps on them. Make sure they're not busted. Make sure there's no rips or tears. This is awesome. A little fraying on the bag here, but these, so I looked everywhere. A lot of times with bags, and I'm trying to find where I put it. On the inside, there's the zipper. On the inside, you're going to find a little tag, and the tag is what's going to tell you what it is. And a lot of times the tag won't tell you will not tell you the model number. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. YKK zippers, yeah, to Crazy Card. If you find a Land's End like canvas bags, they have the real big YKK zippers, really thick zipper closures. Those are good, good quality. But if you want to look up this brand, all right, I'm smelling something weird. This brand is Condor. It's hard to see. CONDOR. Now, I can't tell based on this tag what model it is, but what I do is I take this brand and I look up, I say Condor bags on eBay, and I find the one that looks exactly like this, and that's the one I'm going to use. This one has a little smell of smoke to it. I might let it air out outside, but I forget what, but Condor bags, they sell anywhere from 30 to 40 plus. And this one, a little worn. I'll probably put it up for 40 or 50 bucks, but awesome bag. If you can find Condors, check them out. Question. Has your eBay sales went a little up since you started YouTube videos? Crush it. It's hard to tell. I don't socialize my YouTube store, my eBay store. You can find my eBay store if you find stuff that I'm showing you because I have it listed. I think my sales have went up just because I've posted a lot more. I compound my listings. So when I started, I think I only had like 200 listings, but I don't think it's because of YouTube. I mean, I probably have a handful of people that have bought stuff from my store because of YouTube. Probably count on two hands. Everything else has been outside of YouTube. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say YouTube helped sales. It helped me hold me accountable. I like saying, hey guys, I put up 20 listings. D says eBay was on fire. Yeah, eBay was crazy today. I had 7, I think. 7 sales, another best offer. So, all right, another bag to look for. And again, high quality, really heavy. Look at these zippers. Zippers right there. Really thick, heavy zippers. And what caught me was not only the canvas type thick material, but I never noticed this brand right here. Now, if I would have seen what was on the strap, it took me a minute there at the store. I was looking through it right there. Timbuk2, Timbuk and the number 2. Keep in mind with bags though, you're gonna have a little heavier shipping. Make sure you have regional B boxes. They have a bigger B size. You're gonna pay a little more for shipping if you do not charge shipping, so just be aware. There it is right there, and there is writing on it. So someone put their name and crossed it out, but Timbuk2 right there. Look for that brand. But this is a really cool bag. It's a messenger / book bag, which is really cool. So keep your eyes out for that. That's another $40 to $50, depending on. Again, I'll list it high. I like to list these types of items, high-end items high, and put best offer on it and take closer to what the market is if I have to. Otherwise, people swoop in and pay full price. DJ Horth Osprey bags and backpacks are great. Nice. I've never found an Osprey one. What's it? Arc'teryx? I can never say that name right. I think they have bags that sell well. But yeah, Timbuk2. So keep your eyes out for Timbuk2. REI. So I found this is, I believe, a women's coat. One I found. There is a little mark. I did run this through the washer, and I air dried it. There's a little mark right there. I'm probably just going to list it as is and say the mark. It has a hoodie, which is nice, and it's an REI co-op. And I wouldn't think a store-branded jacket would sell, but if you look up REI co-op with, I think there's a name on it. I forget the name. But you can find a similar brand, and I think it's 30 to 40. Don't quote me on it. But that's what made me buy it. Yeah, REI. If you can find it, pick it up. So, yeah, that's a good one. So, also, keep an eye out for hats. Hats pay the bills. Rarely do I buy them in the thrift store. They have to be in pristine condition for me to buy them in the thrift store. Or they have to have something minor that I can fix. Otherwise, I pretty much get all my hats from the outlets, or I buy them wholesale and I buy brand new. But these, so it looked like someone had dropped off Specialized. Keep your eye out for that brand. Specialized, a big cycling brand. These hats, flex fit hats, either someone had these and wore these once or twice because they do not appear worn. Specialized logo. It is fitted. There's a couple others in here. Oh, yeah, 2 more. Here's another one, the black. So they had a black one. Same with the logo. This one is brand new with the tag still on it. The retail, or there's no retail on it. It just says one size. So that one has the tag on it, but kind of a trucker mesh snapback. And they have good sell value, anywhere from $20 to $30. Especially with the tag, should do all right. Uh, golf. If you can find golf, I've sold one with the Yankees on it. This one's used. Not, I mean, someone probably put it on once, but again, Chicago Cubs. That shouldn't last long. Not a Cubs fan, but it'll sell. The last hat brand, I've never seen this brand before. Sorry, they're all stacking up. This hat brand I've not sold. I've not seen, let alone sold. It looks like this is called, let me know in the chat, guys, if you've ever heard of this brand. It's called Live Lucky Black Clover. BlackCloverUSA.com. It says Live Lucky on the brim. I have a black one. I almost left these behind. This is another 20, at least a $20 each. And someone wore it once or twice. I'm debating whether to lot them up. They're the same style, same size. I'll probably list them separately, referencing them each. But I couldn't. I had to look it up because they were pretty much brand new. Darren, what's up? Oh, man, Mike, you have an old-time hockey with Winnipeg Jets logo. That is awesome. If you find old-time hockey, I found an old-time hockey sweatshirt. You'll either see OTH. It'll spell out somewhere old-time hockey, but they're the old-school designed sweatshirts, hats, logos. Kyle says, what size on the black one? These are, doesn't say on them. Small, medium. Black clovers are all small, medium. Yeah, so be careful when you're selling flex hats. Sometimes they'll say one size. Other times they'll just say, they'll have the actual small, medium, or the small. They'll just, RM, no, those were from the thrift store. So I think I paid $2 or $3 for each for those. Thanks, Darren, for the super chat. Appreciate it. So don't always check the hats. Always check the hats at Goodwill, the outlets. Because those hats, if you can find some of those, I sold a White Sox hat. I don't know if I showed it to you guys, but it was a fitted hat, really nice brand. The 47 brand, I sold it for $15. No, 13, best offer, sorry. So hats definitely pay the bills. Those I don't think will last long. I got to get them up. And then a couple polo shirts. I won't show you all of them, but some things I picked up here. Oh, this is what I talked about in the chat. An Under Armour Notre Dame zip up. Notre Dame stuff paired up with Under Armour won't last long, as well as Adidas. The Adidas Under Armour pullovers, I don't have those for about a week. I list them high and take best offer. The Notre Dame stuff sells really fast. I'm trying to think what else stuff sells fast. But yeah, that stuff, if you find Notre Dame, that's a good school to pick up. Random polo shirts, Boar's Head. I'm going to give that a shot. I don't know. I buy the random store stuff. Oops, there's a receipt. Another Boar's Head. Last couple things, Boar's Head here. So now someone worked at Boar's Head and got rid of their stuff. That's a fleece. Last thing here, last thing we'll show for the night is Under Armour. So this is a women's Under Armour coat, hoodie, jacket, coat. But this stuff will sit a little longer. You can tell it's women's. Look at the cut on the waist. Cuts out, flares out, right? This was in the women's section. I do not believe it says women's on the tag. But this is semi-fitted. So Under Armour is good because it'll show you stuff, the actual cut and size of it. But yeah, that's a women's coat. I couldn't leave it behind. Under Armour had to go. Chibs, the size is a medium. Medium on that Notre Dame. Darren's been listening like crazy. Awesome. 12 sales over the weekend. That's awesome. And 3 today. Great. Love to hear you guys listing. Love to hear you guys getting sales. Look for the school stuff. Look for the hats. Don't pass the hats over. Look at the bags. Pay attention to the zippers. You can get away with a flaw with a bag with real good zippers and a real good brand. But if it's trashed, pass it over. But that's your own judgment. But bags sell really well. Hats. If there's heavy staining on hats, I leave them. If it's something that's real light that either I can show as is or clean, I'll take it. Hats are a good thing to look for. And then jackets. Always check out for the jackets. Mike, I'll check out your hat. That sounds awesome. Hockey stuff. I love hockey stuff. Someone actually messaged me on Instagram about their hockey jersey. So awesome stuff, guys. Love to see what you're picking up. Thanks for coming. Get your listings up. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll do a dual on unboxing tomorrow with Liquidation Pros. Shoes coming tomorrow. Exciting stuff throughout the week. More Spyglass videos coming from the thrift store. Talk to you guys later. Have a great evening. See ya.